Hi peeps, welcome back to another Python basics video. I'm Zen, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to use Visual Studio Code to actually code some Python, and then how to run it both within the pen drive system and using idle if you don't have those admin rights. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so before we do anything, obviously we need to have a Python file to work with. And so inside our learning folder, we're going to right click, create a new folder, and we're going to call it Python. And then inside there, we're going to create a new file. And we're just going to call it test.py. And then right, now we've done this, you can see we get a bundle of little tips, bits and pieces coming up here. Okay, things about IntelliCode and Python. These are all extensions that you can install to help you with Python. Now, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of Python, I've not installed them. And secondly, the reason why they're not in there is that there is one of those modules which interferes with the autocomplete for the HTML, CSS and JavaScript files, so I've removed them temporarily so I don't have that issue. But if you want to install them, see what they do, feel free to do so. That's not a problem. Okay, so all I want to do is just have a simple Python file which will print something out. So I'm just hope that my Python knowledge is still good, and just print hi. Okay, so Control S and save. Now, yes, we know already, thank you. We would think that this play button would work, and it used to work, but again there's a bug in the file which stops it from doing so. So if you're using this in Visual Studio Code, so you've got this set up here, so you've got admin rights in your machine and everything, what we need to do is make sure we are in the correct folder. At the moment we're not, we're in the parent folder site, so we actually need to do a basic folder change, directory change, so cd, and it is learning. In fact, we'll do this in 2 steps to make it easy, and then cd Python. Okay, and yeah, we can see we've got test.py. Now ideally you should just be able to do test.py, but I get a feeling that this will cause an error. There you go. Again, it's sort of running off the basic system. However, if we do it the old way, so we do Python test.py, now we have Python running nicely. Okay, we've got the output from our file, and it's a very simple one, but it does the job. Like I said, this is if you're able to get that system working. Now, as I said, if you can't do this, but you do have access to idle, okay, in any shape or form, if it's installed on your computer or whatever, you can still edit your files in here and run them in idle. And I'll just quickly show you how. Now, I've got idle installed through Laravel, so I right click on here, and let's see if I get this right. Is it tools? No, oh, there it is, Python there, and I can click on idle. Obviously, you would open up idle whichever way you can do on your system. And then whilst you're in Python, you can then go into File, Open, and then we need to navigate to the correct folder. So in this case, it will be Portable Apps, Documents, Websites, Sites, Learning, Python, and select the test.py file, and it comes up here. And you may say, well, actually there's no difference from coding in Visual Studio Code as it is to coding in idle, and that's absolutely fine. You can do that. As you can see, you've got it open, and then all you have to do here is just go to run module, and it works there. But what you can also, like I said, is that you can carry on editing here. So instead of hi, let's change this to hello. Let's save that. Then when we bring this back open, you can see it's not changed there because it's not been refreshed. But if we just go back over to here and tell it to run again, you see we get hello, okay? And this doesn't change because the relationship here is a bit strange. But basically what's happening is that this is holding the last saved version that this picked up. Whereas when you tell it to run, it's picking up this shell part, is picking up the file again from fresh. So any changes you make here and save it, it will run correctly here. It is a bit of a sort of backwards thing, and you may decide, well, actually, you might as well just prefer working in idle. That's absolutely fine. Do remember, like I said, we've got all these additional things we can actually install into Visual Studio Code to make it a lot easier for us to program, and therefore some people might prefer using Visual Studio Code instead. I definitely do, because it's the programming environment I'm used to, and I know I can add and remove extensions really nice and easily. So that's the end of this video. That was all I wanted to do. In the next one, we're going to start actually learning the basics of Python like we did in JavaScript, how to define strings, numbers, booleans, arrays and objects. As always, please make sure you comment, ask questions below. You know what all those other buttons do. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Zen, signing out.